All right, let's get into it. It is not Friday for us,
Not even close.
but it's Friday for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Warfighter Tobacco Podcast. We have a new face on the show today.
We do. We got, in my opinion, one of the greatest looking lounges in the area.
It's one of my favorite to hang out in.
It is. We have Andrew with Rustic Cigar Lounge, or Cigar Haus, excuse me.
Yep.
And you're up in Spring Branch off of, just drop your address.
Yeah.
That way I don't mess it up.
Branch off Highway 46, right next to the whole little downtown area. The Branch restaurant. There's a oil change place right there, so you won't miss us. You see the big white sign that says cigars.
Yeah. Yeah, I always just go to the Branch restaurant. That's the only thing I had, like,
Yeah.
the only landmark in that
Yeah.
area for me.
That's been a staple there for years.
Right. They got good food too. But yeah, so we have an event on October 11th, Saturday, at Rustic. So we wanted to have Andrew on, talk a little bit about his shop and his
Right.
experiences in the industry. Bullshit a little bit just about everything that's going on in the world, maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then hopefully if you're listening to this, you're going to come join us on October 11th.
Yeah, that'd be great. And if you do, the event only cigar will be available at the event.
Yeah.
So, which is the redacted, what we're smoking today. So, but anyway, Andrew, give us your background a little bit. Where were you born? High school, college?
Born and raised Houston. Lived there for my first 15 years. Moved away at 15. For some reason, I decided to go to Oregon. Finish high school there. A little different.
Big move.
A little different weather. But I joined the military there right out of high school. Did 6 years military police. Got out
In the Army?
in the Army. Yep.
Were you like me? You joined to get out of Oregon as one of the reasons?
Yeah. I could see I was going nowhere there. I
Right.
had no ambitions for college at the time. So I decided that military was going to be my get out of there kind of card. I kind of always wanted to be a police officer, so I just went MP.
Did you get it out of your system or?
Definitely, yeah.
Because I have children that want
Yeah.
to be police officers, and I'm like,
I guess growing up, it was a little different aura around that whole profession. But I did a lot of cool shit there. I was on the SWAT team for almost 3 years. I did some personal security
Nice.
detail for some generals and celebrities, driving them around.
where were you at?
I was at Fort Hood, and then of course I went to deploy to Iraq, so we did a lot of the cool shit there.
What years were you in Iraq?
03, 04.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of during the early times
Yep.
when there was less rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of the Wild West.
Yeah.
Well, we transitioned from no rules to winning the hearts and minds.
Yeah.
Overnight.
Yes.
And that sucked.
Luckily, we were leaving right when that was kind of going through. So good times.
Yeah. And then,
So when did you get out of the military?
I got out 2006.
Okay.
Went back to Houston. Decided that was a huge mistake. I was there for about a year. Just couldn't get a good kind of career going and didn't really know what the hell I wanted to do.
right. What did you think you were going to do when you got out of the military? Did you have an idea or a plan?
Yeah, actually, me and my brother, who I'm, part owner with the cigar, he's part owner with the Cigar Lounge. We went to car audio school.
Okay.
We thought we were gonna, start our own shop, making, pimp my ride type stuff.
Yeah.
And found out quickly with that industry is also very niche and not hard to break into.
Yeah.
So I decided to go back and do what I was good at, and I went back, did some private security for about 7 years overseas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who were you with doing that?
A couple different companies, Blackwater type stuff, and then towards the end, the money was kind of crap, so I was like, yeah, I'm done with that. And so came back, got my degree in IT. Another bad step for me because I could not sit in an office and type on a computer.
Yeah.
But that's when I started my security installation business, doing cameras and all that kind of stuff, and security systems. Did that for about 10 years. And then I decided that I was done with that and I wanted to get into the cigar industry. or the lounge, I guess, industry,
Right.
retailer side. So I hit my brother up, asked him, if he was interested, and yeah, that was in October 2022. So kind of when COVID was still half-assed going on,
Right.
but
The tail end of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So well, we did it, and we went from one little shoebox size lounge, 320 square foot.
But let's talk about that for a
Yeah.
second, because that previous to what you guys are in right now,
Yeah.
that was probably one of the best set up lounges, and it was what, like 500 square feet.
Yeah, I think it was probably 400-ish, if that.
It wasn't
Yeah.
even 500. It was
Yeah.
small,
But it was-
to say the least.
Well, like when we started, it was kind of you do something to see
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
it's going to work, right?
Yep.
Good step.
Yeah.
But that probably allowed you to build a semi decent customer base. So when you transition to the larger,
Yeah, I knew the area had nothing. So I just saw it as an opportunity to make something kind of unique. And that little stepping stone of the little 400 square foot lounge helped us to go into our 1,200 square foot lounge now, which, we're about to expand on that another 500 something square foot.
Right.
So,
Now, if I remember right, the reason we met is you brought on Warfighter as like your first brand, if I remember right.
Yep.
So
I found you guys, I believe it was in Specs, and
Okay.
I just fell in love with the cigars that y'all had there. And then whenever I found out that you guys were local, and then that we were going to be starting our experience in the retail industry, you guys were my first call, and right down the street. So
yeah, that's easy. So
and we're all veterans. So what better way to join forces?
The math.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
made sense.
Right.
I was like, yeah, this is a good fit.
Yeah.
I do believe we have a sign hanging up in our shop that's Rustic.
Yep.
And in your shop, you have Warfighter signs hanging up, but you're the only retail shop sign that we have in Warfighter,
Yeah.
I believe. So
Nice.
it's kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah, when we were getting those signs made for the lounge, I figured, what the hell, throw you guys cigars in there with the little Rustic, logos and stuff. And like I said, it's a good mashup.
It looks really
Yeah.
good too.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah, and the photographer, he's out of Houston, one of my brother's friends. I can't remember his name, but he did an awesome job.
Yeah. Well, if you ever need a photographer, we got one we can loan
Yeah.
you. So. A local guy.
He's also from Houston originally.
I
Glad
saw.
you got out too.
Yeah. I love visiting. Would never fucking
Yeah.
live there. I like going in for Astros games and stuff,
There you
but
go.
it's a weekend and then I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Luckily, my family lives off the new 99 expressway. So
Oh, yep.
it's
Get in and
get
out
off
real
I-10,
easy.
get on there, and in and out.
Mhm.
Don't have to deal with the Houston traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's bad. Yeah.
That's-
I go to the off-road park in
On the other side of Houston.
yeah. So I have to drive right through all of the bullshit, pulling a trailer, and yeah, it sucks.
And there's no good time.
There's not.
So it could be 3:00 in the morning. It could be 1 in the afternoon. I mean, obviously rush hours you're just screwed
Yeah.
anyway.
8 a.m. on Sunday mornings is the best time.
Yeah.
But it's still not a good time.
Right. Yeah. I mean, San Antonio's not getting much
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. All this construction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool. So Rustic's been in business, what, 3 years now?
Yeah, just over
Nice.
3 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Had a little shutdown when we transitioned from our old spot to the new spot, but
yeah.
overall, yeah, we've been going for 3 years. We got little stepping stones. We've gone direct with a lot of the companies now, and
I'm watching your humidor grow. You
yeah.
got a good selection in there now.
yeah, we went from 2 cabinet style humidors to a full 12 by 12, fully, stuff on the ceilings and
Yeah, it's
on
full.
the floor, and you can find in spots to put stuff now. So good
It's-
problem to have.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, I like your spot. We go there. I don't go out a lot, but when I do, it's usually your place or sometimes I go to 4-9.
Yep.
Just because I used to live right there, and it's kind of feel like I go there every now and then. But
Yeah.
But man, you got good people that hang out there, and it's fun. So
A lot of veterans up in our area, so it's a good little community of
yeah.
customers we have.
And I think you still have an opportunity where people might not know your shop is there.
Yeah.
right?
At least a couple times a week we get people, oh, I didn't know you were here.
Yeah. Well, we still get it as a 10-year-old brand. Like, oh, I didn't know, I've never
Right.
heard of you guys before. You know, but how do you, unless you're a cigar nerd in cigar advertising,
Right.
you're not, how do you advertise to the general population that
Yeah.
might smoke an occasional cigar? You know, it's a hard thing to do.
I did see outside of San Antonio on the north side, I think it was on 1863 maybe, is a beautiful rustic billboard.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what I was doing. I was driving somewhere and Mal was in the passenger seat and I was like, oh, I guess the Andrew shop.
Have you seen any return on a billboard? I've always questioned.
We actually, that one just ended, but when we first put it up, you know, a couple of people every week would say, oh, you know, we saw your billboard. And then of course, all my friends that we know a lot of people in the area. So they're like, oh, you know, they always say, you know, we saw your billboard. So just need to get their asses and smoke some cigars.
Right.
Yeah, it's print media, I guess, is kind of on the way out. You know, the digital age has been here for a while, but it's still nice to, just, you know, you drive by and you see your own billboard there. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. A billboard never really made that much sense for us because we're a brand.
Yeah.
And so I've thought about it a couple times, but it's like, you know, like,
right.
Yeah. You know, it's a brand, you know, so it's but I guess other brands do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You have to ask the tax guy, get it a write off. So.
There you go. Yeah. So the event, what are we doing for the event?
It'll be 5 to 8,
Yep.
and then whatever deals. I mean, you guys.
Yeah, we'll
you
throw
guys will
out some
the
deals
on
and,
there. There you
yeah.
go.
So
4-1, 7-2, 10-3.
Nice.
Our typical deals that we do at some event. You know, like Scott said earlier, we will have the redacted cigar there. And it's going to be a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just hang out and it'll be a good time. Yeah, for sure.
So,
I believe we might have a whiskey company coming. We're on the fence, or they're on the fence right now if they can show up or not. But
well, that's unfortunate.
we are a BYOB establishment, so we're gonna have a shit ton of booze there anyway. So
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. John and I both have cut back on drinking a little bit though. So
I cut back big time.
Yeah.
The VA got me on these meds and I'm not supposed to drink on them.
Yeah.
So I called my sister. She's a nurse.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, this is what they put me on. And she's like, I'm at work. I'll text you in a few. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like 10 minutes later, I get all caps, do not drink. I'm like, okay. So I got,
drinking is my meds.
Yeah.
right. I got, I don't know, a month and a half left, maybe just shy of 2.
Yeah.
And it's actually kind of nice. I'm not going to lie. I've had maybe 1 or 2 like sips.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the difference. Like I can tell my body,
Yeah.
you know, after not doing it for, you know, so long. And then now, you know, I have a little bit of booze. And then that next day I'm like, oh yeah. Like my joints hurt, you know, like, like it's fucking bullshit. I remember when I was young, I could drink 2 bottles and still run 5 miles the next morning.
So I've been working out a little bit here the last couple of weeks, and I'll drink on podcast days. Not this one because it's early. And I have 2 more after this. So I'll probably drink today, right?
Just not yet.
Well, what I've figured out is I hate myself because that's when I'm going to go on a run. Is the next morning after I've been drinking.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely feel when we're getting older. So
yeah, but I just like I feel like it's just muscle memory a little bit.
yeah.
You know, like
Like, here we go again.
you guys are all fucked up last night on a so we're going on a run. Like, okay. Yeah. But it helps me recover quicker. Right?
Yeah.
So I get through the run and
Sweat it out a little bit.
And,
That is impressive because the amount of energy the amount of encouragement it would take for me to do a heavy drinking night and then wake up the next morning and willingly be like, I'm gonna go on a run. I don't have it in me. That's impressive, Scott.
I've been a little motivated lately. So, but it's I hate myself. So I think that's what it is.
Fueled by self-loathing.
Yes. So anyway, we'll do more of the podcast here, Andrew. This is your first one. I don't know if you listen to us at all, but we usually do a little bit of cigar news. I don't know if John's finding any.
Yeah. No, I was just looking real quick to see if the government opened back up yet or not, but
I don't think it has
yet.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, and you know what? My life is still continuing on like nothing's happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's really funny? Okay, now just follow my logic here for a second. Okay, there's certain parts of the government that they deem
Essential.
non-essential,
Yeah.
Right.
and those are the ones that aren't getting paid, aren't being funded right now during the shutdown. And then there's parts that are essential that are still getting funded and paid in the whole nine, right? So the non-essential part that's not getting funded is the NFA branch of the ATF.
They're not getting funded?
They're not getting funded and they're not working.
Oh.
So they're not processing any forms, they're not doing anything. So if it's not essential, why is it there?
Right.
It's a great question.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so now there's going to be a backlog once the government opens up from all the people that purchased that didn't put two and two together, you know?
Yeah.
And so now the wait times are going to get longer and it's just like, why is this a thing?
But I heard the wait times were next to nothing here lately. So
Now they're indefinite right now.
it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then in the next year,
as a concerned citizen for the state of our government, should we push to permanently close the government? Should we just keep it closed? Like, should we?
so I believe
Do
that
we start the revolution now?
I believe
while the
that
government-
there are some things.
Oh, that's all the essential ones that are still working.
Yep, there are some things that the government a form of government needs to be there for.
Yeah.
A lot of the infrastructure,
Yeah.
power, water, like the
Right.
first world shit that we enjoy.
Yeah.
Right.
But like the NFL commissioner being appointed, I don't think that has anything to do with government except for corruption and betting.
What?
And that's why
What does that have to do with the government?
Well, so the NFL commissioner is appointed.
That's a government position.
Not kind of, but not really.
Very
I had no
confused.
clue about that.
But they do it so it's essentially a neutral position, right?
Huh.
Because it's such a huge industry with billions and billions of dollars that are in it. If it was somebody like elected or that just applied for the position,
Right.
yeah,
Well, what did they do? What's their job?
organize and run everything, coordinate Super Bowls, all that kind of, make
Be
sure everything's
hated
fair.
by every
Yes.
team.
That is it.
Yeah.
Because they can't be bought.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So in a sense, yes, it does do good, but I don't know.
I didn't know that existed, I guess.
Yeah,
But
there's so much that falls under the umbrella of government that probably doesn't need to be there.
Yeah.
Like in any way, shape, or form, because it's all taxpayer funded.
Yeah.
It's not like they generate their own money.
Right.
But so with the government being shut down, how much less is the GDP of the United States right now? Because the government spending makes up about 30% of it.
Right.
So how much of our GDP is just not there right now
Yeah.
until the government opens back up? Anyways, let's get back to tobacco news.
Yeah.
California.
Yeah. So we talked about this a while back.
Well, this is different. This is in addition to.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll talk about what we talked about before.
Yeah, do a quick recap.
Yep. So California is pushing for they call it a UTL, an unflavored tobacco list. And essentially they're making a registry for cigars that are
Not
would be
flavored.
legally allowed to be sold in the state of California.
Because California's banned flavored stuff,
Yeah.
tobacco. So
Now we went over the whole process. It's thousands of dollars. To apply to get on the UTL, you have to send in a whole bunch of samples. You got to jump through all these hoops.
Yeah.
There's a deadline. I'm pretty sure.
it was January 1.
No, in order to get approved by January 1, it had to be received by sometime in October. I can't remember the exact date.
Yeah, whatever.
It's probably like today. Either way, we didn't do it.
Yeah.
Because it would have been, I think we mathed it out. It was like 12 or 15 grand in order
To
for
be
us
able to
just to get
sell.
on a list.
Just to be on the list.
Yeah.
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 What are they doing with all these samples? That's what I'm wondering. Who's sampling?
We have,
I want to be
so
that guy.
for
Yeah.
every single cigar
Every
that
size.
you want to get approved, right? Every
Yeah.
size, every blend, the whole nine. You have to send at least one box.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So imagine some of these companies that have like 150 SKUs.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna reimburse me for all this product that I'm sending you?
Yeah. Who is this sampler? Because this is a racket. Like he's like, you know what? I'm never paying for a cigar again.
Yeah.
Yep. But so all that being said, all the what do we want to call them? PCA, CRA, Cigar Rights of America, Premium Cigar Association, and I know there's some others that I'm probably forgetting right now, have filed lawsuits against the state, and they've actively been trying to mitigate all the shit that California is doing. You know, a lot of this stuff got voted in and passed years ago. So right now there's a big, huge up in arms about, PCA and CRA didn't do anything for the industry. And then they come out and they're like, yeah, 3 years ago when this was being put up, yeah, we petitioned it, you know, like, and so now they have some lawsuits going. Hopefully they'll side on the cigar industry side, because this is, for one,
Well,
if this is allowed to move forward, it sets a precedent that could completely flip this industry upside down.
well, it would bury it. Let's be real. If we had to do this for every state,
yeah, it would be insane.
yeah,
Right.
I mean, this is retarded.
Now, California already has a whole lot of laws that overreach past their state borders. So I
have a point of view here. So say I'm breaking the law in a state doing something that I'm doing, right?
while you're in that state or while you're not in that state?
Well, while I'm in that state.
Okay.
Isn't it the state's job? I'm the guy violating the law. There's a guy over here not violating the law.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it the state's job to go after and prove the guy violating the law is violating the law, not the innocent guy going to the state and proving that he's not violating the law?
Right.
Why should it be our job
Innocent till proven guilty.
to prove that we're not breaking the law? Like, go fuck yourself, California.
Yeah.
Right? Like, how about you do your job? You walk into the fucking cigar shops and you find the flavored ones that aren't supposed to be for sale and you prosecute down the chain of command that way instead of making me prove that mine aren't.
In order to get this
Like,
to
it
where
makes
it's
no
at
sense.
right now, they declared a state of emergency.
Yeah, that's the only way.
A
to
health
pass.
emergency
That's the only
in
way
order to
pass.
push this through like they're
So
pushing.
does that go with like vapes and all the other shit that everyone's smoking?
There were three other bills or three other laws that were passed at the same time, and those solely pertain to they call them ENDS, electronic nicotine delivery systems. That's just a lump sum of vape pens or vapor products or whatever you want to call it. And so those three focus solely on that, and then this one just kind of
trickled in
got
there.
in there as well.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of this stuff was done years and years.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But so they got a new one that it's called AB 573. That was introduced by Assembly Member Chris Rogers. Passed both chambers easily, clearing the Assembly by a 62-1 vote with 17 no votes, and the Senate by a 33-0 vote with 7 members not voting. And this is for California to raise tobacco retailers' license fees. Okay, so their yearly license fees currently they cost $265. That's not absurd.
No,
You know what I mean? That's pretty semi-reasonable. I think in Texas, they're what, $180 for a retailer for 2 years or 3 years?
Yeah, it goes every 2 years. Yeah.
And then do you have your distribution permit, which you have to pay the taxes and bring stuff in from out of state. And that one I think is like $300 a year.
Yep.
Which you're also liable for tax stuff. And I get that. Now California's D license is well over $1,000. I don't even know at this point. I think it's $1,200 a year.
Yeah.
What's
Plus
their tax rate on
52.6%.
It changes every month.
Well, it changes every year.
Oh, every year. But it's gone down and back up and down.
It fluctuates a lot.
Yeah. But so they're increasing their retailer licenses. And it will now be a $450 fee, which is an increase of $185.
Yeah.
Which is okay, cool.
That's less of an argument than proving my cigars aren't flavored.
Well, here's the part that I don't like. Raising the tobacco retail license fee will allow more inspectors and thus boost compliance with state laws on flavored tobacco and tax compliance.
So they're trying to pay for their own regulations. Yeah.
The bill also gives the department the ability to raise that fee up to $600 after July 1st, 2026, in order to maintain the state's cigarette and tobacco products compliance fund at a necessary level to carry out its duties.
Jeez.
It's just like user fees.
Yeah.
This is they found weren't right.
The definition of like,
yeah,
let's create more government.
Well, I'm going to charge you fees to fund my ability to regulate you.
Yeah.
What? That's crazy. But yeah, so I mean it passed. So that sucks.
Yeah. Well, so they should do that instead of making it the manufacturer's responsibility to prove.
Right.
Like,
yeah, you're hiring more people to go
check
to lounges. So
prove me wrong.
have them do
Don't
that.
make me.
Well, I don't think they're
prove myself
hiring
right.
more people. I think they're just sending more people out to go do it.
Yeah.
Because you got to think, $600 a shop. I don't believe there's that many shops in California to fund the tobacco compliance department.
Right.
But if their fee schedule is like, well, in order for us to inspect, it costs us about $600.
That's a retail permit, John.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there is enough money in California to fund a department. If you look at everybody who retails any kind of tobacco,
but not off of.
you're looking at every gas station. I mean, that's a lot.
Yep.
So
Yeah, not just lounges. That's
Yeah.
everywhere. Liquor stores, all that.
anybody that sells cigarettes or any of that stuff.
Mhm.
So that's a lot of money.
But yeah, they
Keep that shit over there in California.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
it's crazy. Like, why go through ultimately their end goal is they don't want tobacco, right? They probably don't want smoking. They don't want the tobacco sales.
Is it that though? Do they care or do they just want the money? Like, that's my question.
But
like,
it's-
what, like, is it because they really don't want tobacco, or is it just the fucking cool thing to do now? Like, I don't know.
The more that they do this, the smaller the industry is going to get in that state.
Yeah.
And the less money, tax revenue that they're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if they're just
that's-
after the money.
Yeah. But that's like a lot of these states that have absurd tobacco taxes. Like, do you think you're going to generate more? Like, I don't think you're going to generate more that way.
No.
Maybe the first year, but then the industry's going to go away.
Yeah,
They're
they're out
gonna-
of
they're
business.
gonna
I mean,
leave-
look at the state of Utah. I think there's like 3 lounges in the entire state.
Yeah.
Because they have an 86% tobacco
Yeah.
tax.
And you can't even smoke in those lounges if
You can't.
Yeah. So
But and then they also passed a law where you can't even receive tobacco products via the mail. So anybody that sends tobacco products into the state that's not to a licensed retailer is subject to a fine from the state.
Yeah.
wow.
Yep.
Online ordering for
Yeah.
like a,
No, and nobody will ship there.
Yeah.
wow.
Yep.
shit.
Yeah. And it sucks. We just got a message earlier today. Hey, can you guys ship accessories? And like, our website's not built that way, you know, and it's kind of all or nothing. And we're like, sorry.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Sucks.
there's a lounge in Salt Lake. Talk with them and they can order it and we can ship to them and you can get it from the lounge.
Get it from there.
No. Yeah.
But it's a hassle.
Yeah.
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 We were talking about dates, so it's October 9th was the cutoff.
Oh, we got 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days. Yeah.
Well, we're going to hurry up and sit on our hands.
And that was just to be guaranteed that you'll get a decision by December 31st.
That's
Be
not
good
approval.
Yeah. That's just a decision. But
Yeah. So if you're listening to this and you're in California and you like Warfighter tobacco, order it now, because after January 1, we're not shipping to California. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. It's and it's not even what are the lounges gonna do if they have product that is now considered contraband?
Right.
Yeah.
Is there a grace period that they're allowed to sell?
Get rid of it.
You know, or they have to eat that? Like, how, you know what I mean? I don't know if they actually thought this through went forward with it. But we'll see how it all goes, how it plays out. I'm really interested to see how these lawsuits play out.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there has to be lawsuits over this, I think.
yes.
Like, there has to be.
Yeah. And well, so the thing is because it was voted in, right? The overall, like, you got to find something that's wrong with either the process or what they're doing or whatever, right? And so I think some of the basis of the lawsuits, let me see if I can find that article real quick. Some of the basis of the lawsuits, I believe, are how the application process is.
Right. Well, I think it comes down to undue burden, right? Which means, why should I prove I'm not breaking your law?
Right.
Yeah. Like,
I'm sorry, there's a lot of information in this article.
what else we got? You got anything else in tobacco news?
Not really.
Yeah.
This is kind of it for right now.
You got anything? Any new exciting stuff out there?
I saw y'all are doing a car show.
Yeah, we do have the car show on the October 19th. It's a Sunday. Going to be 8 to noon. We got, I believe you guys know the guy, Dark Pool Coffee. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. So he's going to come up, set up, and, sling some coffee for us. Got about 50 cars right now already,
Nice.
Pre-registered. There's no fees or anything. Just kind of let us know what you're going to bring and then just show up. We got the full parking lot to ourselves on Sundays, so
Nice.
we're just gonna line them up, have a cool little car show. It's our first one, so we'll see how it goes.
Nice. When is this?
October 19th.
Okay.
Yeah, so just a couple weekends away. Trying to get a taco truck lined up so we can have some, breakfast tacos and some coffee and, of course, cigars. We'll be there, so just come out and check out some cool cars. No, there's no requisite new car, old car, or whatever. Just bring something cool and come hang out.
Sweet. I don't have anything cool.
Yeah. I don't have anything cool anymore. I got the cool little 18 Rustic van.
I like
that. Still working on it, but it's a cool little 1995 G10.
Nice.
Little short body, yeah.
I had a neighbor when I was in middle school. He had, I think it was a 77 Corvette, a Stingray.
Nice.
But the whole rear subframe was rusted out, so the whole thing rode like this. Yeah, it was bad. And then he had this, like, I called it the Mr. T van because I was young and didn't really. It was kind of like an 18 van, but it was like this blue and had 3-inch shag carpeting in the back, like wraparound bench seats. And he had this souped up V8 in it.
Nice.
And this thing was, it was awesome. And from that day forward, I'm like, I want a van someday.
Now I want like the whatever the F350 version of the van is,
right?
With fucking 35s and
that all-wheel drive one we saw
yeah,
at that long range match years ago. Yeah. That thing was rigged up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so some of the lawsuits, I got to the bottom of all the information that's in here. Essentially what they're asking for is for all these rules, they're asking for the rules to not apply to cigars that meet the working definition for premium cigars. So the federal government gave premium cigars a definition. California is just kind of walking right over that. And then they're looking for preliminary injunctions and, preventing enforcement of the laws and all that kind of fun stuff. So we'll see how it all plays out in court. And as soon as we get some updates, I don't even know when they're slated to have arguments or whatever. But yeah, this bill, all this stuff, when it started going into effect, Gavin Newsom signed the bill SB 793 in August of 2020.
Damn.
It banned most flavored tobacco products, created some exemptions, including for hookah tobacco and handmade cigars that have a wholesale price of $12 or more. And then there's a bunch of lawsuits. And And then they put it back up for vote again, and 63.4% of California voters voted to keep the law. And then there were more lawsuits. The Supreme Court declined to stop the law. And then essentially they signed another bill that gave the Attorney General the power to enforce the flavored laws. And then now we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many shops are you guys in California right now?
Not too many. Our direct consumer though is going to be affected.
Yeah.
Yeah. California's always been kind of tricky for us. We do have our California license that we got, a year and a half, 2 years ago.
I think it's almost been 3 now.
Almost 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which we won't have to renew now. So.
Yeah.
No. They might have to owe us some money, if I remember right.
Well,
I don't
good.
know. I'll have to look through all that shit. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of it for industry news, other than some new releases and that kind of stuff. But who knows? I guess Year of the Horse is coming up next year. So
Don't care.
yeah.
Placencia or
Probably
Probably
everyone.
everybody.
Just like the year of the, what was the last one?
I don't know. Snake, dragon,
Snake Dragon was a couple
Year of
years
the
ago.
Rat.
rat. Yeah.
We can come out with the IKEA meatball cigar. That's how we get our horse cigar out there.
There you go.
It's fruit flavored though. Texas put that law in.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's Year of the Horse. And then, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about world news other than the government being shut down? Is there anything going on?
I haven't even really gotten to check yesterday or today. I usually try to do my current there in sports news, a major broadcaster. So this happened on Saturday. Mark Sanchez was taken to the hospital because he was stabbed multiple times.
What?
Oh.
He was in Indianapolis. He was supposed to be on the call for the Colts game the next day on Saturday or on Sunday. He got stabbed on Saturday. So these reports come out and they're like, holy shit, Mark Sanchez is in critical condition after getting stabbed. And everybody's like, oh, everybody pray for Mark Sanchez. Turns out he got hammered at a bar, was talking shit to a box truck driver. And the box truck driver, who was like an old man, was like, hey man, I don't want any issues. Back up. And he pulled a knife and was like, I'd stop, like, get away from me. And Mark Sanchez was like, no. and so he tried to fight this dude, fucked him up pretty bad, but the old man got his licks in.
Yeah.
And so it went from, oh my God, I hope Mark Sanchez is okay, to, hey, no, he has felony charges. But the memes have been great. They've been like, Mark Sanchez has been sentenced to 10 years to keep playing for the Jets. Like, it's been awesome. But yeah, that was a wild ride.
Have you ever been so mad at somebody that you're gonna fight them, and you're so mad when they pull out a knife, you're like, I'm still gonna
fight. No.
Yeah, me either.
No,
Yeah.
that's
If I had a gun, I'd be like, okay, you escalated. Let's do this.
yeah.
But not to like, yeah, you know what? I think I can ninja my way through that knife and be okay.
A knife is one of those where it's like, even like I'm a young guy. Even if an old guy pulls a knife on me, I'm still like, no, because all it takes is one.
Yeah.
All it takes is one good spot that you hit.
We've
and it's
talked
game
about
over.
this before too. Like, would you rather be shot or like cut? Like in a fight? Like I've seen some brutal knife wounds. It's like, oh my God.
When he's a old dude and fucked him up, so you don't mess with an old guy. You
No.
don't get that old man strength. I mean,
Absolutely.
Especially if an old man pulls a knife and be like, okay,
Yeah.
okay, we're cool.
We've done the dog and
Yeah.
pig
yeah.
knife thing,
Yep.
right? And people don't have a hide.
Yeah.
No.
Our skin is like butter.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Like, you ever cut your finger cutting something, like on a cutting board?
I did that.
on paper I have.
Right.
Yes, like it doesn't take much.
No.
I got myself last week. I cut myself on the finger, and when it happened, I didn't even know. I just thought it just poked me. I didn't think
Right.
there was blood, puncture, nothing. And then all of a sudden, I look at my finger, and it's just blood running down. And I'm like, oh, like I didn't know that was happening. So like, even that amount, you're still like, I'm not even aware. But yeah, you take a whole knife, like And the old dude, I felt bad for the old dude. He got sliced up like Joker style on the face and everything. Yeah, like Mark Sanchez is in a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah,
wow, that's funny.
Yeah, that was
not funny. It's
a
funny twist. In this story.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it was a whole lot of the memes were the one where it was like the old man where he's like call an ambulance and then he pulls a gun out. And he's like, but not for me. But other than that, not much. I don't think there's too much current events as at the moment that I've been tracking. I'm sure there's a ton of stuff.
I mean, there's so much, but none of it's worth talking.
Yeah.
All right. We need a funny cigar industry story. Like, you don't have to name names, but like, what is some dumb or funny shit that you've seen being in this industry?
Huh. I had to think about that one.
Yeah.
But
You know, like it's not that funny, but you get like the customer that smells the cellophane or the.
yeah, you always get that one guy, he comes in, he wants, the top of the line shit that you never even heard of from so-and-so, and you can only get it somewhere. And I'm like, if you know that you can only get it this place, why are you fucking coming here?
Right.
Ooh, that would drive me insane.
Yeah.
And yeah, you always get the guy who wants to like do everything besides, suck on the damn cigar when they're smelling it, freaking, like doing all this weird shit to it.
You're talking about in the humidor.
In the humidor, and the etiquette is you don't, if you're gonna grab it, that's fine, but don't put it up to your nose, sniffing it and touching it, and then put it back. That's just kind of unwritten rule. But yeah, you get one of those probably once a month. And it's always some old guy who thinks he knows everything about which you might have the knowledge, but you don't. They don't have the proper etiquette. So
do you feel like I feel like sometimes when the guys that it's like an act?
Yeah,
like the guy that licks his cigar completely before cutting it.
We do have a couple that they buy boxes. We have lockers, and so we got a lot of members, and but we do have a couple. They'll put the cigar in their mouth before they light it, and then they go to use the house cutter.
Yeah.
So then I have to go over there and
I catch
sanitize
myself
it and shit like that
in lounges doing that, and it's not intentional at all.
Really?
Yeah, and I've
be habit. Yeah,
I've noticed because like I've started to pay a lot more attention. And one of the things I notice is I'll take a cigar out of the cello, right? And I'll stick it in my mouth, and then I'll grab whatever I need.
Oh, yeah.
And then I take it out and I cut it. 99% of the time it's my cutter.
Yeah.
But like I'm realizing like these little things that I'm doing, and I'm like, oh man, I wonder if I've ever done that in a lounge and not even noticed. And I use I'm like, fuck, I'm that asshole.
I'm going to pay attention to myself now, but I caught myself the other day doing it because I tried to light my cigar without cutting it. I had fire going to it, and I was like, oh fuck. Yeah. So my cigar's smoking, and it's not. I didn't even cut it yet.
Did you do the subtle like look around? Did anybody see that?
It was in the shop here. So.
Oh, okay.
I still did it though. Like I was embarrassed about myself.
You always have that one guy too, or gal. It'll be a bunch of us in there smoking, and then they'll light up their blueberry peach schnapps cigar or whatever, and just like smell up the whole place. And people always give the dirty looks.
Yeah.
To that person.
Yeah, I don't know what you really can't say anything.
No, yeah.
To them. It's like, whatever.
I mean, hell, they sell, so you gotta have them, especially for a retail lounge. But you hope that they just grab and go.
Right.
Yeah, some of the infused stuff, like even just the aromatics of it, how it makes the air around that person. It's just like, oh man.
Yep.
Yeah. It caught me the other day, but it wasn't a cigar. It was a pipe smoker, but it was like very pleasant. Like I'm like, oh, where the fuck did that come from?
I like.
Yeah.
I like when if I don't smoke a cigar for a couple of days, and then I walk by somebody outside smoking.
Yeah.
And it triggers that memory from like high school, that smell. And I'm like, oh,
right. That's how everybody else sees me.
Yeah. We do probably have a more sensitive nose to that because we'll be out shopping or whatever with the family, and guy would be like, 2 blocks away. And I could smell it.
Right. You just start looking
And
at
my wife's like, how can you smell that? I'm like,
I feel like I feel like I'm desensitized to it, because I'll be places where like when we were in fucking Jamaica, and people would complain, and like we're looking around like, who the hell could even smell this right here?
Well, and it wasn't like one of us. It was like 15 of us.
Yeah. But we were in the ocean.
That's true. Like we're outside.
They were outside in the ocean, and the beach is 15 meters that way.
And it wasn't like we're everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
There was literally a circle of us standing, chest deep in the water like this with a drink and a cigar.
So it's like,
I feel like it's the equivalent to when you're doing something outside and you hear like nice exhaust on a car, and it's just that natural male instinct to be like, oh, what's that?
Right.
Like you start scanning, then you see it and you're like, oh, okay. Or the same for shitty exhaust. I do that with shitty exhaust. I'll do it and I'll just be like, you suck.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, you're in high school. I get it. I get
Honda Civic with
you're not in
3
high
mufflers,
school. What's wrong with you?
yeah, it's so much worse then. Andrew, I got a question for you.
Yeah, man.
Where or what is your favorite activity or location to smoke a cigar?
Besides the Rustic, obviously.
That's fair. That's fair. That one doesn't count.
Yeah. Honestly, it would probably be with my brother, because we don't get to do it that often. So anytime, anywhere that we can, sit for an hour and just kind of catch up, bullshit. And he's not around it as much as I am, because he still lives in Houston. But we can just, I can just school him on new brands, new whatever, new cigars. And he just eats it up. He loves learning about it, and it's something that I can teach him. The guy's way smarter than me, but
is he older or younger?
He's younger. He's 5 years younger, but we grew up together. And he does look older than me, though, so I gotta throw that in there. We have different dads, same mom, but we're still super tight, even though we've not been together for a long time. He's always lived there. I was always, deployed or in the military or whatnot. But we've always kept in touch. We've always been super tight brothers. So anytime that we can get together and smoke on his back patio, by his pool, or at my house when he comes in town here, that's to me the best. And I wish that could be more often. Nice. But it's definitely probably my favorite thing to do.
Very awesome.
Oh yeah. Well, what else we got? Anything? Any interesting? What did we do? Oh, last week was that Boveda?
No? Last week was no. We've had one since then.
Yeah.
But we've had a lot of.
Last week we talked about tipping culture.
That's what it was.
Yeah. So we probably had some
any good feedback on that?
that didn't like us that much on that one.
Actually, no. We've had some good reception to the last couple episodes. We're still getting comments on the Boveda podcast.
Nice.
People really dug that one. It was.
Nice.
They brought in some really cool knowledge to the humidification side of everything.
He gave us some science behind it.
Awesome.
Stuff,
Nice.
so
I got to listen to that one.
Yeah.
To listen to that tipping one too, because we have it on our system. I don't care if anyone tips me because I'm the owner, but obviously with the guys that work for me, it's service industry. So to me, I think it is kind of getting a little crazy, but it's an option. To me, I don't give a shit if you skip it or if you put something on there. To me, it's one way or the other. But for the employees, especially you got somebody to come in and then, the guy's sitting there 10, 15 minutes, schooling them, helping them out. If he's not obligated to tip, but if he feels like he wants to, go for it.
Yeah. You don't want to take the option away from the consumer. Yeah.
There's definitely been times where I've been in environments where it's a not traditional tipping environment. I'm not in a restaurant or a bar or something like that. But the service that was provided to me was like, hey, whether you guys accept it or not, thank you here.
Right.
I appreciate whatever it was, like that. Like if the guy spent 15 minutes teaching me about the cigars or the blends or, whatever, like, hey man, like you didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tipping at self checkout, that's a no for me.
Yeah, me too. We talked about that. Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
So some I wouldn't really say funny news stories, but interesting news stories. There's a couple that I saw that are just like, I can't even believe this is a headline. One of them is U.S. airport goes without air traffic controllers for hours amid shutdown. Burbank, California airport goes without air traffic controllers hours amid government shutdown. They had no air traffic controllers from 4:15 p.m. until 10 p.m.
Oh, shit.
They handed off all of their arrival departure duties were handed off to Southern California Terminal Radar Approach Control Facilities, TRACON, which is based in San Diego. It's a little bit of ways.
Well, it's not like they're looking out the window at planes, right?
And then California Governor Gavin Newsom chimes in on X and says, "Thanks, Donald Trump. Burbank Airport has 0 air traffic controllers from 4:15 to 10 p.m. today because of your government shutdown."
Yeah. Yeah. Good old Chucky Schumer fucking whatever.
Pretty sure every Republican voted to keep the government open.
Yeah.
So, very confused. But either way, that was a very interesting headline. Being that is, I feel like that is a necessary job.
Yeah,
like that
essential
is,
personnel.
You would think.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you would think. Jesus.
It's public safety for thousands of people at every airport.
Yeah.
You know, like
Why it should be privatized. All of government should be privatized. Then we don't have to worry about shutdowns.
I was earlier in the episode, I was Googling what departments stay funded and everything. And it's the normal like DOD, VA, Social Security and stuff. On that list is air traffic control. So I'm curious if this was actually due to the shutdown or if something just weird. Was it? You said it was just that one in California?
In Burbank, California. But imagine being that dude that clocked out at 4:15.
Maybe they went.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, would any of us sitting here right now, knowing the value of that job, would any of us be like, well, I'm just going to leave this place unmanned?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
You know, like,
no.
I mean, yeah, there's got to be regulations. Like, you can only work X amount of hours and, you know, that kind of stuff.
But
this is podcast day. Justin's technically done working by like 5. He doesn't just shut his laptop and go the fuck.
You know, he's like, yeah, well, day's over.
Well, I feel like even with, because I believe they have the same, just like pilots, like you can't work past whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like that becomes a little bit flexible when it's like nobody's going to be doing it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're going to put in some OT to make sure.
Or like the pilot's mid-air.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna land.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be off, but I'm gonna land.
Exactly. Just hop on the intercom. Anybody know how to fly this thing?
I clocked out.
I got to clock out. Yeah. The world's wild.
Great country we live in, though.
Very true.
It is. It's just it's insane.
So the other headline, there's 2 others. I mean, I could keep going. There's so many that are just like, what the fuck? But the 2, where was it? There it is. Blue City erupts as 91-time felon tries to dodge prison and weasel into rehab after a crash. How do you get 91 felonies?
God, how?
How are you still walking around?
Yeah. Bring back the strike 3 rule. Jeez.
Holy shit. Yeah.
91 felonies over his. I'm not going to say the guy's name, but he's charged with 91 felonies over the course of multiple decades of his multiple decades career here in San Francisco.
But still, I would consider a felony a major life event, right? To have 91 negative major life events, I would think, like, man. something needs to change. And it's probably me.
Yeah. Well, he was on parole on December 31st, 2020, when he allegedly drove a stolen car while intoxicated, ran a red light, and killed 2 people.
And this guy's out free.
That was 5 years ago. And now the guy's trying to go to a rehab instead of prison after 91 felonies.
Wow.
And he was on parole.
I bet he's kind of fun to party with, though.
I mean,
Probably.
until
Hey, man, you're
until
drunk. Give me your keys. No problem. I'll take that one.
he gives up his keys so his car gets home safe.
Yeah.
He's still driving home though. Yeah.
So, like, how many times do you get a chance?
Well, apparently 91.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. This is crazy. It's crazy because I feel like if it were me and something bad in my life happened where, right, I get drunk and I kill somebody, I'm going to jail for 20 years.
Yeah.
Right. Like I would assume that.
Should
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
Right. Like
That makes sense. That math checks out.
on the 9th time, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to end it. Right.
Yeah.
91 times. How is this possible?
And then the fact that he's still getting out.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
the family members of the two people that he killed, it would become my sole purpose in life.
So
to
I
be
heard-
like, I'm burning you down. Every judge that lets you back out,
Yeah.
everyone, I'm burning it all to the
Yeah.
ground. This is insanity.
I heard somewhere, I think I was listening to the news or something, but somebody was saying that like in these major populations that are having all this crime, that like 60% of all the crime is committed by like 500 people.
Wow.
Well, here's this other person that's, I think they're in Indiana. They're accused of stabbing a 69-year-old man. And he's been arrested 99 times over the years for charges ranging from theft to battery. Yet he's never served prison time.
How is this possible? These judges need to be thrown in prison.
Yeah.
Or prosecuting attorney, like the DA, whoever.
Like we're going to give you, this is your last chance, sir. But we're going to give it to
I
you.
would love, so all the court documents, I mean, they're all archived. I wonder how many times that dude that's been arrested 99 times, this is your last chance.
I think, sir, I feel like I've got to know you over the last couple of minutes in this courtroom, and I feel like you have a high potential to change.
You've changed. Yeah.
You know, that's one of those things. It's just like, let's say arrest number 75, and he goes in front of the judge and like, hey, Steve, like, hey, Tom, I'm here again.
Have y'all ever seen the video of the guy that goes to court and it says here you were arrested for stealing a Dolphins jersey, and he's wearing a Dolphins jersey, and the judge is like, you can't be serious. Like, how do you plead? And he's like, not guilty. What the fuck? Come on, man. That is, I feel like that's the equivalent, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Right. It has to be.
Oh,
There was one other one that I wanted to bring up too. Let me see if I can get to it real quick. This one's a little bit more serious, but it's still like, come on. Maine, the state of Maine investigates claims that 250 unmarked ballots were found in an Amazon box.
Unmarked ballots?
Yes.
Well, that's weird, but at least they weren't pre-filled out.
that's,
But like,
jeez.
oh, I've reached the maximum number of free. I fucking hate news channels.
This is why you got to take your recycling out.
Yeah.
Then they find the unmarked ballots.
But yeah, so I don't know if that was from a prior election or if they just happened to find them hanging around somewhere or what.
Somebody keeping those for a reason. That's weird.
But either way, like how
How
there
how do-
extra
it's
ballots?
supposed to be all
how do you
accounted for.
acquire ballots?
Yeah.
You know, that's one of those systems where it's like, okay, we have, let's just say easy numbers, right? We have 1,000 registered voters.
Yeah.
So we need 1,000 ballots.
Or
Yeah.
1,010 just in case.
Let's do a 10% buffer.
Okay.
Let's get 1,100 in case people mess up, they spell the name wrong, it tears, it rips, whatever. Cool. When it's done, we destroy the 100 or whatever's left over.
You would think.
Yeah.
Okay. That's just, yeah, I don't know.
using too many brain cells to do that.
Common sense isn't so common anymore.
Yeah. I still say we vote with social security numbers. Takes care of all the problems.
Yeah.
No,
It makes
because the illegals can get them because then they can pay taxes. And some of their visa processes, they have.
I would even be okay with that because they could still only vote once.
Why is it so hard
Yeah.
that you have to prove you're a U.S. citizen in order to vote in an election in the country of the United States?
Yeah.
I think everybody across the board should be like, you know what? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Do you think any fun stories? Anything cool shit that's happened in your lounge? Any crazy shit that's happened in your lounge? You can change names, dates, and descriptions if you need to.
Yeah, you always have some crazy stories, but nothing customers really come to mind to share, at least.
Or like at the trade show, or like or reps, or other brand owners, or us, or it doesn't matter, right? Like, yeah,
we've met some interesting characters, reps, and some owners. The industry is definitely, I mean, you guys know it's not easy,
and it's diverse.
Yeah. And the cool thing about cigars is it brings people together. It doesn't matter where you're from, your religion, your race, your whatever. That's one thing I really enjoy about it, because it's kind of that same military kind of, I guess, mentality, because you work with anybody. You work with all kinds of religions, races, people, men, women, whatever. That's one thing I like about it. But yeah, there's definitely some quirky characters in the cigar industry also.
Yeah.
A couple of the brand reps are a little different characters.
Different. Some of them are different in a great way, though.
Yeah.
And like,
They're memorable for sure.
yeah,
So,
yeah. There are some good characters in the cigar industry. Yeah. So,
of course, we've not yet met everybody. So we've only been around 3 years. So we're still making our way through.
On average, how many reps or ambassadors or whatever you want to call them from the brands do you think come in each week?
I'd probably say I'd probably say monthly, at least 5 or 6. They'll come through or they'll call.
Yeah. Is there a certain day where they're more likely to come through than not?
They usually seem to come on Saturdays.
that's weird.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Because, I'm there 3 days a week, Monday, Thursdays, and Fridays. And I got guys for Wednesdays and the weekends. But
you know why they come on Saturdays? I have a theory. Because they hear your place is a good place to hang out.
yeah, maybe, yeah.
So it's probably Saturday at about 4 or 5 o'clock they show up.
Yeah, I got a lot. They'll come and they'll just come hang out, have a drink, have a smoke, just to maybe not talk cigars too much.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I'm there, then they'll talk about it. But and obviously you can't carry every single brand, so
Right.
I don't have that big of a humidor or that deep of a pocket.
Yeah. There's a lot of brands.
Yeah.
And
So, we've made our mistakes on some brands, bringing them in, and they don't sell, or they're just not known, or even some of the mainstream brands, they just don't sell in our area. So
Yeah.
It's interesting because you can have 2 lounges that are 10 miles apart from each other.
Yeah.
And one cigar you can't keep on the shelf in
Right.
one, and then if they haven't sold one in 60 days in the other.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I can't remember where at in the country, but maybe it was Colorado. I don't remember. But there was a couple lounges that they were all the owners were real good friends.
Yeah.
And so they would like compare notes, like, hey, we can't keep these on the shelf. And this
Yeah.
guy would be like, oh, I have a ton of them here. I'll give you
Right.
these and you give me those. And,
yeah.
and that kind of makes sense. Yeah.
And we've worked with some of the lounges local in San Antonio that have done that with us, and they helped us out when we first started. So, getting a box here or there or something that we don't want to make a huge order for.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's been good. And then of course you have a couple of lounges that just don't want anything to do with you, but that's,
it's the industry.
That's the industry. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys do some mobile stuff too, right?
Yeah, we do have our mobile license, so we'll do little pop-ups here and there wherever we are asked. We've done weddings, we've done bachelor parties,
Nice.
just little pop-ups for wherever people want it. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So if any of the listeners out there in the, I don't know, Central Texas area, I don't know how far you guys are willing to travel or not. But
yeah,
if you got something going on and you need some cigars at an event for a bunch of people, hit up Rustic, hit up Andrew. They'll be able to either take care of you guys or tell you, no, I'm not going to come hang out for the 6 people that are going to have hanging out in your backyard.
We use you once a year for the golf tournaments.
yeah. Well, I love doing that. 2 years now we've done it, and
That's
always
just fun. We get a golf ball launcher and we have a good time.
Yeah, don't ask me to swing a club, but yeah, I'll shoot that damn golf ball launcher.
Yeah.
That's the furthest drive I've ever done in my life is with that golf ball launcher.
Same, and I'm an avid golfer.
Well, to make you feel better, next time we do it, I'll let some of the air out of the cannon, so it just kind of
Then I can turn around and be like, should have just pulled out the driver.
outshot the cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to tune it at the beginning to.
Yeah, too much PSI.
We yeeted this ball. I don't know where it went.
Parking lot.
It's something. It was like thunk. We're like, ooh, but okay, turn it down a little bit.
The best part is the hole y'all were on last year. Like you go down the fairway, but like 20, 30 yards to the right of the green was like the clubhouse.
Oh,
So it was like just really hoping this thing doesn't catch a little fade
Yeah.
and end up in a window.
Well, so I don't know if you are a big gun nerd, if you're listening, but most rifles are rifling, right? There's rifling.
Yeah.
The golf ball cannon is a smooth bore.
Yep.
It's a knuckleball.
It is a knuckleball coming out of there. You don't really
You can
know
watch
exactly
it.
where
It
it's
just
going.
does this.
We did find though that harder balls definitely go farther.
There's a science to the different materials in golf balls. I mean, it makes sense when you're hitting it with a club, but
Yeah.
just yeeting it through the air.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't think there'd be as much of a difference
No,
as there
not
was.
like that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I guess I don't know a whole lot else. We should probably
Cool.
wrap this up.
So October 11th, 6 to 8, right?
Yep.
6 to 8 at
Actually-
Rust.
5 days.
Actually, when this comes out,
5
that'll
days.
be tomorrow, right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah. So if you're in the San Antonio area and you're listening to this when this drops, come out tomorrow. Come hang out with us up at Rustic. We'll have the Redacted cigar up there. Might have some booze up there, but we'll definitely have a lot of stuff up there for people to purchase or partake in.
Yeah, and just just come hang out with us.
It's gonna be a good time.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, Justin, you got anything else?
Nothing from you boys.
Cool.
All right.
Appreciate
We'll
it, guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Oh yeah.
All the links to find Andrew is going to be down in the descriptions. And we'll see you guys next week.
Later.
Bye, everybody.